Welcome to my off-grid adventures. I'm Frank and I'm glad you're here with me today for this unboxing video of my new chainsaw. In a recent video I was using my Echo 18-inch battery-powered chainsaw, which I had raved over, and I actually listed that as one of my favorite products that I purchased for our off-grid property last year. But when it gave out on me after just 2 years of use, I now have to give a disclaimer that one of my favorite purchases now is one of the purchases that I regret making. Now, I haven't given up on that chainsaw. I might still be able to get it to work, but I have too much work to do right now and not enough time to figure out how to fix that chainsaw. By the way, I did have a replacement new bar, chain, and chain oil, so I put brand new oil in it and I put that bar and chain on the Echo chainsaw, and it still did the same thing. It still quit on me after just a couple of cuts. So I don't know exactly what's going on. If you have a history with that chainsaw and know about the problem, please leave a note in the comments. But I'm more than a casual user of a chainsaw. I don't say that I'm a professional, but we have 60 acres of woods here and we need something that is a workhorse. So often my purchasing journey starts with something that I think is quality but still relatively cheap, and that was what I did with the Echo. And then whenever that type of thing conks out on me, I tend to go for the best, and that's what I did here. I purchased the Stihl MSA 300C, and it has an 18-inch bar. It's standard with a 16, but you can get it with an 18-inch or with a 20-inch bar, and I got mine with the 18-inch. That's a comfortable length for me. It's what I'm used to. Cliff Randall from Randall's Old Mill in Edmore, Michigan is the dealer that sold me this, and he did such a fantastic job walking me through this decision for the chainsaw, the bar, the batteries, and all the accessories that I purchased with it. He also assembled it for me. I'm not sure exactly how it comes in the box, but I know that it's just this. It doesn't come with a battery or a charger. And we purchased the AP500S lithium battery, which is the biggest and best one that Stihl makes as of right now. So it is quite heavy. It's heavy even without the battery. I'll put the weight on the screen, and with the battery I'll put that weight on there as well. We did purchase the AL300/500 charger. This is the best charger that they make. It's a fast, rapid charger. Should take about an hour before this battery is ready to use. And we could have purchased, I think, just about any of the chargers, even some that were much cheaper than this. But there might be a time when I want to get back at it and get back to work with the chainsaw, and I didn't want to buy a second battery because these are very expensive. So just going to limit my use to just one of these. I also purchased a sharpener, an extra chain, and a Stihl helmet with the mesh guard on the front. This chainsaw has a lot of cool features. It has a display right on the handle that you can shift between eco mode, medium mode, and fast mode or full power mode. It also has an indicator to let you know that your bar oil is low and your temperature is high. And there's even just a $20 Stihl Connect that I've ordered. It's on order, and it will go right here in the back, and it will let me know the hours of usage and different things about using this, so that I have somewhat of an hour meter, which is always nice to know just how much use you've gotten out of a chainsaw for both resale and just for my own satisfaction of knowing how much I've gotten out of the machine. This also has a removable air filter that you can clean and change, and it just has a lot of safety features. I know there's an adjustability that you can set with the bar oil, so I'm glad to be able to have that. I'm also going to start draining the bar oil after each use. That just will help me keep from making a mess all over stuff. I know it's a pain, but from what I can understand, there isn't a chainsaw on the market that doesn't leak. In fact, some said you shouldn't buy a chainsaw that doesn't leak bar oil when it's not in use, because that's how it's intended to be used. That's how it feeds the oil to the bar. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but anyway, I need to keep from having a pile of oil all over the place wherever I set this when I'm done. So I'm going to take better care of it than I did my Echo chainsaw. I'd like to share with you one other reason why I went with the Stihl saw, and it's a unique reason for me personally. I have a sentimental attachment to this brand, and if you don't mind, I'll share that story with you. If you don't care, feel free to just move on and check out another video. But when my father-in-law was only 55 years old, he passed away rather suddenly, and that has just been a big loss for me personally and for our family. He's been gone 23 years as of last March, or this past March. So it's been a long time. And we miss him dearly. And one of the things that he bought me that was the most special thing that my father-in-law ever did for me was a time in which we had moved to a house that was surrounded by trees, and there was a lot of tree work that was needed. And my father-in-law didn't do things like this ever with me, but then in this particular case, he wanted to surprise me, and he had done his research on what a good chainsaw was, and he decided that Stihl was the best one. And he surprised me by taking me out to the Stihl dealer, and he purchased a brand new Stihl gas chainsaw for me. And he bought all of the works with it. He got extra chains and sharpeners and a hard case for it. And that tool was so special to me because of him giving it to me. It was the sweetest, most thoughtful thing that my father-in-law ever did. And it was sad for me to not be able to use that anymore, but I can't pull start anything. I can lift stuff fairly well, but because of a back injury, I really can't pull start things. So I have to go with a battery system, and I wasn't able to use that anymore. So I found someone else that was eager to use it and make their own memories with it. And so I was able to make sure that someone was using it instead of it just sitting on a shelf. But every time I use this now, I'm going to think of him and remember his love and support of me personally, and just how much I miss him. So that's a bit of an odd reason that would motivate me to purchase this, but it was a factor. He had a lot of trust in this brand, and I think they deserve the trust that they've been given. But I wanted to just have another Stihl chainsaw to remember my father-in-law. So I'll do a separate video of using this and showing you my first use, but I just wanted to thank you for your comments on my previous video about which chainsaw brand to go with. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video. If you did, would you please give it a thumbs up? That really does help my channel. And if you'd like to see more product reviews like this or other videos about living off-grid in Michigan, please subscribe. We'd love to have you join us. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.